Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Just because I can, and I continue with Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within, blind. Now, I am hunting Fonzel, or he's hunting me, depending on who would you ask. But before I continue, I wanted to talk a little bit about the plot, because Fonzel obviously is guilty. I've seen him in a cave on all fours eating corpses, so obviously he is a werewolf, and he is the one who I assume has killed, if not all, then at least most of the people that have been talked about in the game. But I think it's only part of the plot, because obviously first of all, Von Glover is suspicious as fuck. His every movement, every glance that he casts around has this sort of predatory, suspicious nature to it. So I definitely don't trust him, and obviously the whole plot would be a little bit nonsensical if it only talked about well, not nonsensical, but what I'm trying to say is the narrative and the clues about the lore of werewolves made it clear to me that the greatest possible drama is to be accomplished from there being multiple werewolves in the story, because obviously you have the alpha and then the betas who can free themselves from the curse by having the alpha killed, although not but by their own hand, because the way it's phrased is if the alpha dies by some action of the beta. So I think Von Glover is a werewolf as well, but he has gotten tired of it. That's where his conflict with Fonzel comes from, because Fonzel is all drunk on the Kool-Aid of being like the ultimate predator or whatever, and he's cool with killing all of those people, whereas Von Glover is not, or not to the fullest anyway. But obviously Von Glover can't kill Fonzel himself, because then it wouldn't work according to the book that I found. He has to get someone else to kill Fonzel on Von Glover's behalf. So I assume that's why he knew that I'm investigating this, and he wanted me to, because then I would have motivation to kill Fonzel. So that's what I think is happening. Now, unfortunately for me, I need to get to the ravine, and I have no idea how to get there, so prepare for me to die, and I'll have to do this the old trial and error way. Hey. No! That's actually kind of funny, because I walked straight into him.
Where the hell is it? I made it to the ravine, but where's Von Glover? Or the wolf?
Am I supposed to wait for them? That seems unwise.
Guess my secret's out. I'm obviously not a hunter. This shit sickens me.
You're less experienced than I thought. But not for long, I'm sure. Oh, it's the wound. We need to clean it.
Guess he got me. Fuck. Fuck! Wait a minute. I shot him. You made me shoot him. I'm okay. Oh, Christ. Thank God you made me shoot him.
Come on. We'll fix you up in the lodge. And I'll drive you back to Munich in the morning. I think you've done enough hunting for one trip.
Okay, so the part where he had me shoot him obviously does seem to confirm my hypothesis, which is he didn't want to and couldn't kill. Well, he could, but it wouldn't have done anything if he killed Von Zell himself. He needed someone else to do it on his behalf. So I guess that checks out. But what I wonder is, because the book also mentioned that it is possible to transmit werewolfery through bite. So would Gabriel turn into a werewolf now? And if so, how would that be undone if Von Zell is actually already dead by Gabriel's hand? Anyway, chapter 6.
the Black Wolf.
You must do it!
Two wolves are missing from the zoo.
Now the werewolf cannot harm the bedtime with his own hand.
No! No!
Tell her to put this with my heart, and I'll hurt him.
Gabriel!
Get out!
You have a visitor.
Okay, so actually an enormous number of things were shown in that cutscene. Because first, Gabriel is turning into a werewolf. Von Glover is a werewolf. And quite possibly, he is actually the original Black Wolf, although that would have to make him immortal, because, or close to anyway, very long living, because wasn't he in the locket that the king was holding when he killed himself? So, yeah, there is that. Also, Ludwig, the king, has hidden some scrolls of occult lore in Neuschwanstein, and one of them is buried along with his heart, which has been mentioned as sort of a strange last request, but it wasn't mentioned what the request was. There was just a mention of the king having a strange last request. So, yeah, there's quite a lot that has been shown in that intro. Let's get to it.
That bird seems to like it here.
Grace?
I'm right here.
I fucked up.
I know. It's okay.
It's not okay. Not even close. How'd you find me anyway?
I ordered a deed of entitlement issued to the Black Wolf. It came in yesterday, and von Glauer's name was on it. I threatened Werner Huber's life unless he told me where you were.
Yeah, well... Unfortunately, your cavalry arrived too late this time.
Well, if you hadn't been such an idiot refusing to tell me where you were, I might have been able to save your little butt days ago.
Well, maybe I'd rather have it chewed off than have to deal with your gloating. You ever think of that?
Forget it. We have to deal with things the way they are. Do you remember what you kept talking about on the way over here? That vision of Ludwig?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it may help us out. I'm gonna go check on some things. Mr. Smith will watch over you. Okay?
Yeah. Whatever.
You're burning up.
It's good conditioning for hell.
You're going to be fine.
Not the hair, Grace.
Okay, let's ask around before I leave for Neuschwanstein.
Mayor Habermas probably has his hands full today.
Sit down, Grace.
Gabriel seems awfully sick.
Of course he does. His body's fighting that blood something fierce. You know, dear, I wouldn't count on Gabriel being pleasant or even cooperative. He is quite literally not himself.
You think I shouldn't really let it bother me that he's being such a butthead? Well, don't worry, he's always like that.
It will get worse.
Do you think that we really need to keep him locked up in there? It seems so cruel.
He'll be more at ease knowing he's locked up in there and can't harm anyone if he does change.
I suppose so.
His only chance now is the destruction of his maker.
I know.
But wait, what? Am I an idiot? Possibly. Am I an idiot who didn't pay any attention at all to the color of the wolves? I guess, otherwise the story doesn't make sense. It was von Glauer who bit me. I guess, before we fought von Zell. There were two wolves, and I guess the cutscene even talked about that, how it reminisced about there being two wolves missing from the museum, and also, which was supposed to point your mind in the direction of there were two wolves in that hunt. I guess I'm just stupid. That's not a great feeling, but, you know, it is what it is.
Emil will watch over Gabriel in the dungeon?
Yes, dear. Besides, you have other things to attend to, don't you?
Yes, the opera. And the diagram, I have to get them.
Do you think you'll be able to do that by yourself?
Just watch me. Do you know anything about Altadding?
Yes, it's a pilgrimage shrine. Emil and I have been there, but I didn't know about the heart urns at the time. It's one of those places that vibrates with spiritual energy. It's very strong. I think they had the first miracle in, about the middle of the 1700s. But the Black Madonna herself is much older than that. Now you be careful.
Werner looks about as interested in talking to me as I am in talking to him. He feels pretty bad about Gabriel.
Grüß Gott, Frau Nakimura.
Grüß Gott. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Nicht für Sie, aber für den Schattenjäger.
For Gabriel? What is it? I'll take it to him. Ich bringe es zu ihm, okay?
Ja, okay.
Von Glauer's letter.
It's a letter from von Glauer, and he sent the Ritter talisman back too.
Gabriel, I know you are very ill right now. The change is always painful. I went through it myself when I was only 12, and I did not even know what was happening to me. I'm sorry I'm not there to help you, but I have a pretty clear sense that you would not welcome my presence. You are safe in Rittersberg. For now, that is enough. Let me speak then of the future. You hate me now. I know this. But I have some hope that by the pass of the second moon, when the sickness wanes and the blood has inflamed the greater part of you, you will see things differently. You will need me then, and I think you will want me then. It is for hope of this that I did not have you destroyed the night you were bitten by von Zell. I could have done. You were passed out for hours at the lodge. It would have been a simple thing to wake the men, show them Von Zell's corpse, and make up a story that would enrage them enough to kill you. I did not. Let that be proof of my true desire of friendship with you. I have desired companionship for more years than you have lived.
Okay, so I am thoroughly confused. So there were no two wolves. It was still Von Zell? Or unless he's lying. But... Because, this is something... I assume if those were two wolves, that would have been obvious, at least to Gabriel, if not to me, who's an idiot who wasn't paying that much attention, I guess, to the cutscene. So, I don't... Because what trips me up is, if it was Von Zell, he's dead. I cannot get him killed to undo it. And they said something about how I have to, right? And this is like Gabriel's only chance, but that would only work if it was von Glauer that did that, so I am confused, somewhat.
I have even very rarely taken the risk and changed others. But the blood was always too much for the brain, and my chosen one ended up dead. Or mad. This is why I started the Hunt Club. It was my idea that if I could first indoctrinate men's minds to the religion of tooth and claw, that they then might be prepared for the change. As you have seen, it did not work. Von Zell was the best of the lot. If he had turned out well, I would have taken the others. But there's no point in even trying with them now. But you are different. You are a Ritter. Your blood is already supernatural. Yes, I know of your family. I have studied much over these long years. When we met, I felt somehow that you would not be destroyed by the gift. You have an enormous streak of the beast in you. And you are innately strong in the occult. You will be powerful and beautiful in the change. I am sure of it. I did not intend for it to happen so soon and in such a way. But perhaps fate has its own reason. But how confused you must be. You may feel I used you to dispose of Von Zell. I did.
Yeah, so at least I figured that out. But then, wait, he doesn't even want to turn back seemingly, so why couldn't he have done that himself? Did they die when they do that? I don't remember.
He had to be taken care of and you obligingly showed up. What was I to do? I am too old not to have learned at least this much about the light. You cannot shut it out. Better to let it in and let it simply dim to adjust to the relative brightness inside. Think well on these things as your body adjusts. Think about meeting me in Munich in 2 months' time. We can leave Germany if you wish and go anywhere you like. I will teach you how to hunt, how to live safe and well. You can feel the night wind on your face, taste the heartbeat of the kill beneath your jaws. It is glorious. Much more so than the priestly lie the Schattenjäger offers. Don't confuse yourself with ideas of good and evil. Nature shows us that there are no such distinctions. You and I both inherited something from our fathers. Is your legacy any less of a curse or blessing than mine? Join me. Yours, Friedrich.
Yeah, that did in fact leave me a bit confused, actually.
The Ritter talisman.
Should Gabriel have it? Probably.
I'll keep the talisman until Gabriel's better. It might not react well to that stuff in his blood.
Yeah, that's fair enough. And I guess he's probably too tired to read this.
I'll tell him about the letter. Eventually. I'll tell him about the letter. Eventually. When I have everything else under control.
Fair.
Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461. Martin Ritter, 1190 to 1253. These coffins are really old. And I don't want to disturb her.
How is Gabriel? Is he going to be all right?
He'll be fine, Gerda.
Let me know if I can help.
Sure. Thanks.
Gerda's offered to help, but I can't think of anything she can do at the moment. I don't have time to put the rest of the sheets on the bed. I think the time for research has passed.
Fair enough. I guess I don't have anyone's number anymore, so let's just get to Neuschwanstein, I guess. I have to wait for the guard to leave, right? But they always
I don't think the guards would be sympathetic to my cause.
Maybe I have to create some kind of a diversion. I guess you can always count on little kids to act stupid. But how does that help me exactly?
I don't think I need to move the table. I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides, the guard would kill me if I touched it.
Yeah, the third piece is in allotting anyway, right? With the heart.
I don't think the guards would be sympathetic to my cause. I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking. I don't want to sit in the chair, but perhaps there's a way to convince the guard that someone else did?
What? This seemed like such a brilliant plan. Someone took their own pillow. I guess it's only a pillowcase, so maybe I should have gotten a pillow as well? Unless I can...
I can almost feel Ludwig again, seeing these things.
Like, because I am trying to convince them... What happens if I just...
The Black Madonna from Altadine. Ludwig really had a connection with her. It's a beautiful crucifix. Ivory and gold.
I will save. And attempt to touch this. Obviously it won't work, but...
I'll never get away with it while there's a guard in the room. These linens look seriously expensive and seriously old. More swans. I don't think I need to move the table. I don't think the guards would be sympathetic to my cause. These paintings do represent scenes from Wagner's Lost Wolf opera. At least that's one mystery solved.
I am sort of vaguely convinced I am somehow supposed to connect that pillowcase with this, but maybe I'm lacking an actual pillow. You know what, I will go back to... I guess I should also read the part of the diagram that I have, but I doubt on its own. Act 1 of the opera.
Wagner's opera. It really exists. Wagner's opera. It really exists.
Yeah, but I guess I cannot do anything with it.
Sit down, Grace.
There's something I think you should see.
Oh, my. Has Gabriel seen this?
No.
Well, my dear, I understand your reluctance, but it's his karma, you know? It's his choice.
He's the son, you know, von Glauer. He's the son of von Rollick.
Yes, I think you're right.
And he wants Gabriel.
So it seems. But that doesn't mean Gabriel wants that life. He didn't ask to be bitten.
You don't know him like I do. Running on all fours wouldn't be a big stretch.
I won't tell you the choice will be an easy one. But it's a battle he must fight. All you can do is believe in him. That's all you can do. Now you be careful.
I think I'll steal one of these rolls.
Please do, dear. You're thin as a rail.
What use would I have for... for a bread roll?
I picked up a roll at the Gustav, but I've lost my appetite again.
Maybe I can feed Gabriel. No, I can't. Oh, maybe I can...
I can't reach the bird through the bars.
Maybe I can, I don't know, catch a bird? Well, and then use it as a... Okay, that's... that's a pretty convoluted puzzle, but I guess I can catch a bird and like use it as a distraction in the castle, and while the guards are like chasing it, because it's crapping all over, then I can like get the occult text, which I guess isn't even occult, it's just the opera by Wagner. So can I use this to catch it? I can. Okay, this is pretty convoluted. I think it's also rather dumb. But
It's alright. You're just gonna help me out for a bit, and then you'll be free.
also, wouldn't that be... disregarding how effective that would be, that would also be... assuming if it worked, it would be extremely uncomfortable and extremely noticeable. Because obviously that bird would continue to try and get out. So how exactly...
I don't want to sit in the chair, but perhaps there's a way to convince the guard that someone else did?
How exactly do I... Okay, I guess the bird doesn't have anything to do with the chair specifically, so maybe this is all a dead end. Because if I released it right there, there's a huge balcony, it would just fly out, right?
Not a bad idea, but if I let the pigeon loose in here, it won't help me much.
Okay, so... I guess she confirms it is a good idea. But if I let it loose here, it will just fly out, so...
Letting the pigeon go out there wouldn't do much good.
Right?
Wie ist das Ding hier hereingekommen?
But that only flashes out the guard who normally stands here. So there has to be... Okay, but that still doesn't solve the issue from third place. Okay, so there's still this. The chair, there's something I could do with the chair, but the pillowcase is gone, right? It is. Because obviously there's still this over here.
I'll never get away with it while there's a guard in the room.
You know what? I will leave for now. And go to allotting. Maybe I'll find something. I need to go there anyway. But I will do it next time because this episode has been long enough. So that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.